Welcome to the indices, and here we're looking at the S&P 500 on a daily chart. And as you can see, the wave count that we're tracking at the moment still has plenty of potential to the upside, to the finishing line at 2000. And currently we are at a important level, and that's the 1950, halfway between 1900 and 2000. So we can expect some type of correction here. Now, if it's a wave 4 like I've got there, then we can expect it to come back to 1920, which would be the 38.2 retracement level from that point. It may not come back that far, but that's just the 38.2 retracement level area here, and also the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So let's just see. So we can, at minimum, we can expect some type of sort of flickering going on around this sort of area here, and a possible move back to 1920, 1930 sort of area here. So if you've been trading long, then I suggest that that you take profit at the 1950 and simply wait from that point there. The Dow Jones slightly different count. It seems to count quite well that the third wave here is actually not complete yet. So we're looking from wave 2 here to wave 3 up here, and we'll be looking for 5 waves in there, which would be the 1, 2, currently there'll be the third wave at 17,000, the fourth wave moving sort of across here, then the top of the third wave up here. So just drilling into that a little bit here. And the way that I've counted that here is quite simply 5 waves up to here, which are very clean 5 waves, and then the third wave all the way up to here, the fourth wave here, and the fifth wave here for 1 and 2. And I've done that because I counted that wave too, because this particular move here is really quite strong. So it's got the personality of a third wave. It should be longer than this particular wave here, so we may see it move higher here as such. But I think, in all fairness, that the 17,000 will see some type of correction here, even if this moves to 17.1 or something like that first, and then back. But we should expect some type of correction across the 17,000 there. The DAX pretty much on track of what we sort of expect. We're looking for highs above the 10,000. In fact, in the bigger picture, we're looking for the first high above the level, and it's normally with the levels you get, especially when you get to major levels like this here, it's normally the third wave that comes in at the level, then the fourth wave comes back, finds support, and then the fifth wave moves up, above the level up through here, and in 5 waves. And that's what we're looking for here. We're looking for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So there's different degrees in there, of course, but the main point here is that we want to see a move in the bigger picture. We want to see a move, up here as such. So the market should stay above the top of wave 1 here in all its flurrying across the 10,000 here. So far we're just tracking this up from just tracking, as you know, from last week here, from the 9.5 here, the 1, the 2, the possible third wave all the way up to here, which seems quite neat and tidy in my view, and then wave 4 here, and wave 5 coming up into here of wave to make wave 4. So then there'll be another wave. We can expect a wave 4 across here, then a wave 5 to the upside. The wave 5 to the upside will be the same length as wave 1 here. So there's more to go. But the problem here is that when you're working around large numbers, you tend to get large orders, and it can skew the wave count quite a bit. So we need to be a little bit mindful of that, and it can get a bit tricky to count. So we're looking for wave 3 up here, green wave 3. So we're looking for wave 4 here, up to wave 5 through to here, and it may be very close to be completed in terms of that might be wave 1 to here and wave 2 back to here, and this could be just the third wave going up in the fourth. So I think normally what I find is that the 100 here, the 10,100 will certainly be a strong resistance as such. So anywhere in this space here, but we were looking into this area here. This was our sort of projection before into the 10,050 area. Okay, the FTSE, it's had a bit of a different pattern than the other markets, a bit like the Australian market, and we were fishing for a low in around this 6-8 area through here, and we've got the spike up through here. So I think the best count possibly would be labeling this wave 1 and wave 2 back to here. But if that's the case, it still leaves, I can count 5 waves from this low to this high here, so this is the third wave in here. Now that means that this would be another wave 1 in here, so 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 just for the third wave. So we're still looking, either way, this is either wave 3 to here and wave 4 to here, and we're going up for wave 5, or we're going up for wave 3 here. I need to have a closer look at all of that. We're going up for wave 3 here, back to wave 4 here, and then up for wave 5 here. But certainly on track with this little move going up through here. The Australian market, first of all, this is just a bearish count that I've been tracking as well, and I've probably mentioned it here and there, but I just want to go over it again too, because in a bit of a nutshell, this whole wave 4 here moving up to wave 5 here is a bit of an ending diagonal triangle in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 to here, with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to here. So if we get a move that takes that high out through there, just takes this high out through here, then we can get rid of this count here. But otherwise we need to kind of leave it there, because the market could fail at this point and work lower through here, and we need to know, what we're looking at that point. So that's still in play, and let's just keep that there. On the positive side, this would be the count here in looking at a larger move to the upside in terms of wave 1, wave 2 of minor degree 2, and then up for 1, back for 2, up for 1 and back for 2. So it's a whole series of third waves here. So we'd want to see a pretty strong move come into play here. And if that's the case, we need to be prepared for that as well. And and I think one of the things here, of course, is the 5500 here. This move in May and June down through to here, the 61.8 retracement level is basically where the price is now, 54.87, 88. So look, a move above this area here, above the 55 here, puts it in good stead to being on the right track, so to speak. With that here, we were looking at this on the 4-hour chart here. We were looking at this as wave 1, and last week we were looking at this as an A and a B, and we're tracking the 5 waves down through to here to make wave C of 2, and we got that extra spike in. It was a bit of a hassle and whatnot, but we seem to be on the right track, and we're looking for being long on 54.30 and 54.50 and those sort of things. So it's going to face resistance of 55 here. That's pretty simple. But the main point here this week, Wednesdays and Thursdays can be a bit choppy, but what we're sort of looking for here is the outcome of this week is to find support on this 55 level here. Currently this move up through here is in 3 waves, so we need to see it turn into 5 waves like that, and then have a corrective move here and then find support up here. But as it stands, it does appear to be 3 waves here, pulls it apart, so it can fail from this point and work lower, so we need to be mindful of that. I don't think that's the case, and we'll look at this to continue higher up here, but it does bring out the point that the timing of everything. So if we're kind of looking for 5 waves up here and some type of correctional pattern and then support, and then we should have a good trade up here. So let's just, I think you just got to chill out a little bit and wait for this to fall into place somewhat. And that's it, I guess, really. And I have sort of this is it here. This is the move up through here, and I've just got the 3 waves. Basically, I've got 5 waves to here. This is a 4th wave across here. Then we've got our correction, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 coming up into this area here. So this is where I get this 3-wave swing from. So we want to see the market move beyond that. Okay, so then we know that then we know where we are. But at the moment here, it's overbought on the daily. It's at the 61.8 retracement level. It's at supply level 5,500. So it is facing, you know, resistance there. However, we see the FTSE moving up, so this market's likely to move up as well. The other point that I want to bring forward is the obviously the banks have been leading, and this is the banking sector here, the XJ on a daily chart, and we have been working through the number 72 here with this. I think one of the interesting things here is that this particular move here down appears to be, you know, in 3 waves. We've got a move down, we've got a whole sideways complex movement going on, and then a move down. So it's sort of in 3 waves. This looks like 5 waves moving up with a retracement back to 61.8% and then moving up on nice volume again. So let's see, keep an eye on this, and let's see the banking sector sort of develop and lead the way somewhat there as well. So generally, it's all looking pretty chirpy. Alrighty, thanks. Cheers.